down.
Man. What it do, YouTube? It's me. It's your boy Alex. I'm back with another video. Today y'all saw the topic of the story. Yes, I had a concussion and it was the worst thing. This is for my athletes out there. If you play football or basketball or anything, you know, a concussion can be caused by anything. But be safe out there. This season I'm doing it because school's about to start. And most of y'all athletes need to know what's a concussion. So let me tell you about my experience. So let me get started with this video. So one day, you know, it was a football game. I remember, I think it was 10th grade. Yeah, 10th grade. I got a concussion, horrible concussion. I mean, really bad. Like I used to be in the locker room, and my goal, don't ever have this goal, but my goal was to smack someone so hard, like to hit them like really, really hard, where you can hear the clap, the smack of it, the smack of helmets and everything. But I remember I had a feeling something bad was gonna happen that day. I really did have a feeling. At that time I had a girlfriend, and I think I texted her. I think I didn't. No, I just told her about it. I don't know. At that time I had a girlfriend, whatever. Not whatever her, but you know, take care if you watch this. But well, pretty much what happened was the game started, whatever, you know, blah blah blah, blase, and I started getting a headache. You know, it was like second quarter already. You know, I used to play defensive tackle because, you know, defensive tackle, what that position is mostly is about being in the trenches. Trenches is like like, let's say defense is like people right here, offense is right here. We used to smack them big old people that be smacking against each other. Yeah, I used to do that. But when I used to do it, because I'm short, I used to put my shoulder down, and I used to try to like spin around, you know, spin around the person. And well, I used to do that a lot, but I used to get headaches. It used to hurt my head. And I'm just giving y'all a warning, you know, to the athletes that are gonna play football this year, or if you're a freshman. One thing I can tell you is get prepared, because high school football is not compared nothing to middle school football. It's actually where your true potential is gonna come out. You know, the stress and physical, mental. You know, you gotta be mentally strong, physically, and then stress and adversity. Adversity is like, if y'all lose a game, you won't get mad because you know you have a next game, but you just learn from the game that you lost. Just getting off topic, but let me get back on it. So pretty much, you know, I started getting a headache. It was horrible, like it was a bad headache. And I didn't tell Doc. Doc is, you know, the trainers. You're supposed to tell them everything. You know, if something's going on with you, tell them. I'm telling you. Tell them, you know, think about your health and your well-being, because football can either hurt you or it can physically hurt you, and it can like later on in life affect you when you get older. So I didn't tell her, you know, it was until third quarter, halftime, and then third quarter. There was this one hit, man, it was horrible. I remember it. He was running towards me, because I remember he was coming this side. He came this side, so I ran. I pursued. Pursuing is like to make an angle and pursue to the ball, right? I pursued. When I pursued him, I put my head down and I smacked him. We heard a pop. It was a big pop, and then I was like, oh shoot. That's where I knew I had not a concussion, but I had the biggest headache. When I got off the field, I told my dog. I remember everything. I told my dog, you know, the trainer, the doctor of the football team. I told her, Doc, my head hurt. I was looking all dizzy and everything. I remember I looked dizzy. When I was being dizzy about it, she was asking me questions, you know, but I wasn't answering them correctly. So she's like, yeah, you have a big concussion. And it was horrible. Like, I remember I couldn't even walk. I used to walk like, you know how drunk people walk? I was walking like that, and like I was just walking to the side. I couldn't. It's like a baby trying to walk, trying to get my balance in, but I couldn't. So when that happened, they immediately called me. They put me in the trainer's office, and they laid me down. But I remember I was trying to get up because I was like, man, I want to leave. But I didn't know what was going on in my head because I was just gone. Like, I didn't know my name. I didn't know my name, my mom's name. I didn't remember anything. I really didn't remember nothing at all. The only thing I do remember was my best friend, one of my best friends, well, used to be best friends. He had my phone because he was taking pictures that day. I remember. And he tried to give him a phone. It was funny. This dude was hilarious, man. He tried to give the phone to me. No, to me, but he was in the door. The way he stands is hilarious. He'd be like this. He walked up to the door and he's like, can I give you the phone? And then she's like, no, leave. He's like, and walked away. Like, it was hilarious. That's one thing I do remember. And then when they call my parents, right? Whatever. I was still headache, horrible. The lights were affecting my eyes. It was horrible. And my mom picked me up. They took me to the car because I couldn't really walk correctly. So when I sat in the car, my mom was speaking to me in Spanish. And the thing about my mom, she's really religious. Like, my whole family, I grew up in church. I grew up in church, you know. The lifestyle that my mom chooses and we choose to do, you know, is to praise God. But when I got in the car, you know, she took me to home. She was crying. She was about to cry because I didn't remember Spanish. And then something just came to me like a wind of air, like it just, you know, it went like that to me. And then I don't know, I just remember Spanish again. I was like, oh, mom, you know, say mom in Spanish. So, and pretty much, I got took to the hospital. They took me to the hospital and everything, whatever. You know, I was at home. I took a shower, you know, took off my pads and stuff, you know, at home. And immediately my brother, he was at work. He was working that time at a place. And immediately he got out of the job and came and helped me out because I'm telling you, I couldn't walk. Like, I used to get pissed off of the dumbest crap. I'm telling you. I looked at a pole. I remember once I tried to fight a pole. Like, the way my house was set up, there was stairs, but it curved in, and then there's this little pole right there. I looked at it. I was trying to, like, you know, give me that little. I was fighting it, and when I did that, I was like, my mom was like, yeah, you want something else? I was like, yeah, something else. I remember my own name. And then my dad got out of work and he came. While I was waiting in an emergency office, in an emergency room, you know, in hospital, whatever, I waited for a couple minutes or whatever, and they took me in. And the thing that's messed up, I remember, my brother and my dad, they're like, you know, you have a boyfriend. I was like, I do? I have a boyfriend? What? I was actually believing that. I was like, dang, I have a boyfriend? And then he's like, he told me, you know, you have a girlfriend too. I'm like, what? So I got two people in my life? What? You know? I was messed up. You know, if my brother sees this and my dad, or either my dad or my brother sees it, it's messed up. This messed up. So, the doctor told me I had a major concussion. There's different levels to concussion. A major concussion is where you forget things, but it'll come back. You know, the light will affect your eyes. Your headache be horrible. You wouldn't be sleeping at night. I couldn't sleep at night. I remember that. So let's fast forward, you know. Let's fast forward. So I have a family, a real close family, like two real close families. But this was part of my dad's side. My two cousins came over and my uncle came over and my auntie, you know. And then, this is funny. They brought, you don't know the Coca-Cola cans that they used to say your name and stuff? Well, they brought one that said Alex, you know, my name. And then when they gave it to me, I remember they used to make fun of me and that, but they stopped. Hopefully they don't come back. But the Coca-Cola can was saying Alex, or it said Alex, the name. They gave it to me and I looked at it. I remember they told me that I was like, so I'm the owner of Coca-Cola? because I don't know, I was gone from my head. You know, I was like, what is going on? Like, I own a company? Like, what? And they're like, yeah, you do. It's messed up. Y'all was supporting it. That's messed up, man. That's real messed up. Knowing that I had a concussion, and when they left, pastors came and prayed for me. My pastors at church, people over there were praying for me. My best friend, they told them what happened, and then this was my girlfriend came in. She came in. I don't date her no more. She came in. She was texting me and calling me, and I didn't even know who she was. I'm being real with you. I didn't even remember her name. I was like, damn, I thought I had a boyfriend and a girlfriend, so I was expecting the boyfriend to call me too. But he didn't call me. They played me. And she's like, oh my God, what's going on? And they explained it to her. And then I didn't know. I don't remember if she cried or did it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I don't know. But that happened. And the crazy thing about it was I used to text her. I don't even know who I was texting. I was just texting some stuff. And she's like, oh my God, when you had a concussion, you're much nicer, like more romantic. She told me. I'm like, really? Yeah, that ain't me, because never mind. I'm not even gonna say nothing. But yeah, pretty much that's what happened. A couple months later, my family, Jimmy came and visited me. I remember that. A couple of weeks passed by, Jimmy came and visited me. My auntie, right, they came and visited me. And my cousin and my other cousin, they came and visited me. I was outside sitting. I remember I was sitting outside. And good thing I have a strong family. I really do. But they came outside, and I was outside. And then Jimmy was talking about me with Call of Duty. I was like, what is Call of Duty? I was telling him. And then the other one was telling me, my little cousin, another cousin I have, he told me, he was telling me about Minecraft. I'm like, why do they have blocks around it? What's the whole point of this game, Because I didn't know what, I wasn't remembering, but I got my memory back. I was able to walk. And, I'm back to normal. It takes time. It really takes time. That's why I'm trying to warn you right now, because most people won't tell you what's bad about football. If you don't listen to the coaches the certain way they want you to tackle someone. So all I'm telling you is listen to the coaches, because they're right. They are right. They know the game more than you. Listen to your elders. Listen to the older people. So I just wanted to tell this story because it just came to me. I came from church a couple of minutes ago, and it just came to me. I was like, and pretty much be safe in football, man. If you got a headache, tell the doctor, man. Don't be all running away. Be like, oh my God, I can still play. No, you can't, man. You can't even walk, bro. You're halfway like this. You walking out like if you drunk and stuff, man. Come on, don't play yourself. But pretty much, thank you for watching the video, man. Share it to athletes out there, or people that is gonna play sports. Share it. I'm gonna spread the awareness that listen to the coaches. I'm gonna spread the awareness that if you get hurt in football, tell the doctors. Okay, don't be afraid. Think about your health and think about later in life it might affect you. But thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe, dislike and still subscribe. I don't know. And peace. Thank you.